Jack, give me some tips on photographing plants.
Okay, my first tip. Cloudy days, overcast days are your best friend for taking pictures of your flowers and plants. A sort of sunny day like this, we have a couple clouds up here, but a sunny day like this, light is harsh. It's gonna be, cast really intense shadows, not sort of the best light. So right here, we're in a shady spot, so this is much better. You see the light's soft, it's diffused. The flowers that are in the sun right now are just really hit with bright sun and really harsh shadow, so it's difficult.
Okay.
However, golden hour in the morning, in the late afternoon, really nice times to take photos of flowers. The light is, that golden, yellow, orange light. It sort of like really brings out a lot of the colors in the flowers. So a really great time. So, wake up early, get out there, get your shots in. And
like
then,
you do.
Like I do, wake up for sunrise, then go take some pictures of flowers. It's really perfect. The other way to sort of use light is you could sort of use backlight. So sort of shoot into the sun, have the sun behind the flowers. It'll really like illuminate the sort of edges of the petals and really sort of brighten them up. So that's what's called like, shooting with the backlight. That's another sort of tip.
Okay.
Another tip is get as close to the flowers as possible. I always tell people, like, if you think you're like too close, to get closer. So, a lot of the iPhones and Google Pixel phones have a macro mode, so you can get really close to the flower and get all that incredible detail. The inside of some of these flowers look like, it's amazing that that's what nature created. It's so beautiful. So you don't need a fancy camera to do it. So your phone can do a really great job. The other tip is depth of field. So that's a fancy way of saying that sort of blurred background. So a lot of those like really fancy professional pictures you'll see of flowers and plants that are like online or in magazines, they're shot with really shallow depth of field, exactly, portrait mode. And last tip, color contrasts. So I always look for sort of contrasting colors with the flowers, so the flowers will sort of pop. So for example, here you've got the sort of pink rhododendron with the green leaves. It'll really pop. You've got your blue shed over there, which is off camera, but really pops against the different flowers. So color contrasts, and sort of look for that composition. So oftentimes when I'm shooting flowers or plants or trees, I'm looking for sort of an interesting composition also, something different. So get really low to the ground. So, if you've got flowers here that are on the ground, maybe get on your hands and knees, get a little dirty. That's another tip, sort of oftentimes my pants come back with grass stains, then I know I did something right. So get on your hands and knees and take the pictures from ground level. It gives it much different perspective. It's a sort of a different kind of photo, differentiated. And oftentimes those are the ones that are sort of the most sort of engaging for people to look at and see, to sort of see, a tulip from underneath, from behind, from at ground level. So those are my tips.
Thank you.
Okay, so macro mode on your phone. So as you get closer and closer to the flower, you're gonna see this little flower sort of hit here, and now the phone's in macro mode. So it means you can get really close. Look at that detail you can get right there.
Whoa.
So look how close you can get in. Now, if you take out of that macro mode, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So it's all blurred.
Okay.
You go back in and look at the difference.
Amazing.
And this is just with a phone.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Okay. And that's an iPhone. Whatever.
That's an iPhone.
Google, whatever.
Google has the same thing. I forgot what it's called, but Google has the same sort of
Okay.
foot mode, the Samsung phones. So they all do have that sort of macro mode.
Okay.
Where you go in there, you can get really close. This is a good example of color contrast and harsh light. So barely a cloud in the sky, really harsh. But look at the color contrast. We got the rhododendron here, and then her gorgeously painted blue shed. Look at the blue, and then against the green, got some of that maple tree in the background. Totally stunning color.